Starting.
We're live!
Hey! Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geeking podcast, brought to you this week by Team Good Looking. Team Young. Me and Podge.
Team Awesome, yeah!
Yeah!
Woo!
Hear all those cheers. As you can tell, it's just the two of us this week. Acrodon has got a life, and so's Houston. Losers. Who needs lives? Who needs lives when you've got you beautiful people?
And close friends. It's what it's all about.
Yeah, ignore silly people. But yes, welcome to the podcast. Hope it's grand. It's a half-hour-long podcast that talks about all the stuff from the website and news articles and shiz like that we like. As with every month, we'll start off usually with Acrodon reading about his article of games this month, but because he's skiving, because he's lazy, we're going to hand it over to the beautiful Podge. So, Podge, take away Acrodon's games this month.
I think I'll have to. Yeah, hi guys. This is all about games this month, the month of September. Where the hell's the year gone? The first game we've got on the list this month, which has already been and gone, is The Sims 4 on the PC. And is that on Mac as well, or is it just PC? I think it's probably
just PC at the moment. I don't think there is a Mac release.
God damn it, EA. So yeah, Sims, you know what it is. Nice little life simulation. I've seen a lot of love for this actually online. I must admit I don't know much about it myself, so probably going to get a lot of hate for that. But yeah, it looks quite fun. It looks quite fun. I used to play like Sims 1 back in the day, so God knows how much has changed since then. But I think it looks like expansion pack central now, so I've kind of avoided it since that point. But yeah, I've heard positive things.
Definitely.
Indeed. So I won't waste any more time talking about that, seeing as I don't really know anything about it. So let's move on to Destiny, which has also been and gone. That came out on the 9th, and what a game it is. Holy hell. Carl, I know you haven't played this, but you have to believe me when I say that Destiny is really good stuff. It's kind of like a first-person shooter MMO kind of hybrid thing. It's obviously got a bit of a Halo influence to it. It's all set in space. Very, very good stuff. I mean, it's unusual to be playing a game and kind of just be looking around at the atmosphere, you know. It's pretty impressive everywhere you go in it. So, good game, a lot of fun.
GG,
man, GG. So moving on to the next game on the list is Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U, and that comes out on the 19th of September. Looks awesome, right? I mean,
it looks amazing, and it looks really fun, but at the same time, if it's anything like the Destiny Warriors game, which is based off, it's going to be amazing for 5 minutes till you realise you're just spamming the same buttons, doing the same thing over and over and over again.
I guess that was my concern, because I must admit I haven't really jumped into that series, but yeah, I mean I played I think there's one that was very similar on the 3DS. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, it was good. It was just, yeah, but as you say, it was a very sort of mash the buttons kind of title, but I'm a big fan of Zelda and the Zelda series, so yeah, it's a bit disappointing that I don't own a Wii U to actually give it a go, but maybe I can harass Mr. Acrodon for some Wii U good times.
I've done it before, and I'll do it again.
I just like harassing him, really. It's nothing to do with wanting the Wii U.
Yeah, anything to annoy him. It's perfect.
And finally, on the lowdown this month, we've got FIFA 15, which I didn't even realise was coming out this month. There's no actual date attached to that on the article. And again, I don't really know much about that particular game or sport in general. So I'll just mention the fact that FIFA 15 is coming out, and it's all the same stuff from last year, but with all the latest teams and transfers and all that shit. So have fun with that.
Definitely. I always think the FIFA games are just like the new ones, just like, oh, and here's this year's roster updates. It's like, couldn't you just release that as a deal? No, you just wanted the milk money. Oh, okay, fair enough.
Well, it's only like Call of Duty, isn't it? It's just one of those things that comes out every year, and it's slightly improved, polished, better graphics, better teams, whatever. Yeah, well, it's the same old, but it'll get a lot of love, I'm sure. So that's cool. And just one other thing I wanted to mention. It's not actually on this article, but there's a bit of a random drop of Minecraft on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One this month. Just kind of went into cert testing and moved straight to release pretty much 4 or 5 days later. So, although we were originally promised that in August, September.
It's not too bad. It wasn't too much longer.
No, not too bad. I think they did all right, and it's worth it. It's a good port.
Good port.
Good port.
Good port.
But that's all the games this month, sadly.
Needed like a jingle. Games this month. Games this month. Here we have it. Games this month.
That's it. We've done it. We don't even need to think about it.
Yeah, done. We'll just cut that up and just... Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
I liked it.
Someone has to. So we'll go on to the articles this month. But before we do that, we're going to do something which is a little bit... we've not done it before because we haven't had access to this before. But thanks to some of our contacts with being the site we are, and to Houston, we all managed to get copies of the new Smash 4, Super Smash Bros. 4 demo for the 3DS. And so we've all been playing it now for about... I think we got access to it on Friday or Saturday. So we've all been playing it. Yeah, we've all been playing it quite a lot since then. And I must say, I'm pretty much in love. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think we knew roughly what to expect. I guess having played, GameCube and Wii Smash, but it's really polished. Good, it's good, fast-paced battles. I thought it'd be a bit sort of laggy on the 3DS, but no, it's really good, man. It's really good.
I was quite impressed because I've got a 2DS, so I presumed that. Because the 2DS isn't as powerful, I thought, it's going to be all right. But no, it moves just as fluid, just as fast. It works really well. There's a limited roster of characters you get in the demo. We get 5 characters. We get Mario, Link, Pikachu,
Mega Man.
The 2 new ones, which are Mega Man and Villager. General consensus around the Geek crew is the Villager sucks.
And Link for the win, yeah?
Mega Man for the win!
No, it's Link, it's all about Link.
Mega Man, he's awesome!
Mega Man is awesome, I'll agree with you there, I'll agree.
But Link's awesome as well, and so it's really fun. There's only one stage, which is just a generic stage. It's also got the final Smash version of that stage in it as well. So it's either a generic stage with 3 platforms or a normal stage, which is just a flat stage. So it's not, it's not going to give you all the game and everything like that. It just gives you like a 2-minute battle with so you can play it stuff that. But I've just been playing it over and over and over again and getting my ass handed to me every single time until I turn the computer's level all down to 1, and then it's fine. It's like I can beat all the computers when they're 1. But yeah, really fun game. So the demo apparently is going to be out for the general public end of this week, I think.
Yeah, Friday it's out. So if you haven't already got yourself a code, make sure you check that out on Friday.
Is it the eShop?
The old Nintendo eShop, yeah.
The Nintendo eShop, yeah. So it's worth checking out for that. I just wanted to mention that just because of how much fun I've been having playing it, and just for, it's worth a mention.
Yeah, I briefly as well, just to touch upon it, I think they also rumoured that they were going to release Smash on the Wii U on November the 22nd or something around that date. So it shouldn't be too long if you're a Wii U owner.
Ooh. Yeah. We'll have more news on that, obviously, on the site and stuff like that, and in next week's podcast, hopefully.
Yes, indeed, we will.
Indeed. Right, well, on to the first news article. It comes from Geek.com, and it's a about Microsoft and the noisy Xbox Ones.
Noise gate.
Yeah, noise gate. There's been, well, I don't own an Xbox One, so I can't say yes, I've experienced this. I don't know, have you experienced it, Podge, or anything? Or
I must admit, I haven't experienced this. I've always thought that the Xbox One was really quiet, especially by comparison to the Xbox 360. But yeah, I guess there are people out there that are having issues with the noise of it.
So, well, the lucky thing that is, if you are stuck with one of those noisy ones, Microsoft are now replacing them or repairing them. I don't know exactly what they're doing. They haven't given details on what they're actually doing. They're just now get a replacement or a refurbished or a repaired on it to sort the problem out. So that's a good thing, I suppose, that they are fixing it. It's nothing like the red ring of death from the 360 days, or the blue or the yellow light of death from the PS3 days. But it's still good to see Microsoft going, oh, there's a problem, let's fix it.
Yeah, I mean they've had their fair share of problems, haven't they? And I guess it's just nice to see them reacting quickly to that.
Yes. On to the next article, which again is from Geek.com. It's about Destiny. As we all know, Destiny came out and was a really big hot launch. Activision already announced before it came out that it took $500 million to develop the console, and they've also announced that Activision made that back on launch day.
I'm really not surprised. The hype for this one kind of was through the roof, but I think rightfully so. I know some people were disappointed with it, but honestly, I don't know how you could be, because I mean, for me, it's been a lot of fun. The landscapes are breathtaking. The voice acting is spot on, and I think pretty much everyone that I've spoke to in the games, like, I recognise that voice, and I'm sure they're like all famous actors, or like they've been in TV shows or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just seems really, really polished, and there's a lot of different modes and sort of fun times with friends in it. So yeah, I mean, you can see how they spent so much money, but I think it honestly speaks for itself if you do get to try it. So yeah, I can definitely recommend it.
That'll be one on my to play list at some point. I will play it one day. I'll just kick Dan out of his house for half hour and just steal his watch this one.
Carlos, you shall play it. It is your destiny.
Oh, where's the drum roll sound when you need one? Dum.
Oh, not that one. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Didn't I? Oh, sorry.
Hey!
There's two different drum pictures, man. Give me a break.
Oh dear. On to the next article, which is again by Geek.com. You can tell what I read. You can tell what I read a lot of my news articles from. Grand Theft Auto 5 to arrive on November 18th on the PS4 and the Xbox One. And PC gamers are left waiting until January. Boo. But at least the current gen consoles are now getting the game. I'm surprised because so far it doesn't seem to be anything other than the original game just ported over to the new consoles. I can't seem to have seen any details on it being, because I presumed it was going to be like a Game of the Year edition with any DLC and any updates to it thrown into it and then released as on it, so that on the console, so that it had the most up-to-date version. But I can't seem to see any details on it.
Well, I think I've read something about it being really sort of polished and having much higher draw distance and things like that. It does, based upon the trailer, it looks very sexy versus what it was on. I had it on the Xbox 360. I mean, it could just be because it's a trailer, but yeah, I mean, it looks like it's certainly been given a fresh lick of paint, and hopefully they'll do it proud. I mean, I think there was some kind of article about how they didn't want it to just be a port; they wanted it to be, mind blowing. So hopefully they've really put a lot of love into it, and I think given that it's Rockstar, they probably will have done. You know what they're like.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's good that it's coming out, but saw it from a mile off. Everyone did, I'm sure. A bit sucky about PC version, but at least it's getting made. So, Yeah, it's all good news, I suppose. Share the gaming love.
Very true indeed. On to the next article from Push Start. It was their Push Start had managed to get a really big leak back on the 6th of this month to do with Resident Evil Revelations 2. I read the article and went, Resident Evil, and then just left it to Podge. So Podge, take it away.
Yeah, so as Carl mentioned, this was the Push Start that first sort of leaked this original information. So yeah, this is basically all about Resident Evil Revelations 2, the sequel to the awesome Resident Evil Revelations, as I'm sure you've guessed. And this article pretty much just covers a lot of the intricacies of the game. Mentions that Claire Redfield is the playable character in there, and that there's going to be playable co-op. Blah blah blah. There was also a couple of trailers and things like that for this game this month. So it's definitely worth checking out the news on that. I know Dan would probably kill us if we hadn't covered this. And also shout out to Brez for getting that information, who we know personally. So good for him.
We do indeed. So yeah, it was very good. On to the next story, which is one basically out of my own true love and slightly obsession. I mean, what obsession?
Can't admit it, you've got a problem.
It's not a problem. Yeah, it is. The more details about Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. It's been confirmed that the legendary Pokemon Rayquaza will be available in this. No other details on that other than he's going to be there. There's going to apparently be a Mega Evolution for him, but there's no details other than he's going to be there. There were some details also released on Primal Kyogre and Primal Gordon. I can't say the names. I apologise. I butchered that. And about their new abilities that force harsh weather on it, so that it can change some other things in the game. There's also 3 new Mega Evolutions confirmed. We have a Mega Sharpedo, Mega Anchor, which are for the Team Aqua and Team Magma teams in stuff, and also for the one of my friends jumped for joy when it was announced, Mega Gallade, which is at long last available. So that will be looking forward to seeing them.
So, you're going to get it then, Carl?
Yes, yes.
Pre-ordered already?
No, not yet.
Steelbook editions, yeah.
I keep putting it off because I want to make sure I get the best pre-order bonus, but at the moment, Steelbook editions.
You can't beat the Steelbook edition. I'm sorry, but it just can't be done.
Well, yeah, I know you and your Steelbook. On the subject of Pokemon, over at Geek.com, there was a Nintendo. They uncovered that Nintendo had a new patent that suggested standalone Pokemon handheld figures with NFC. Much like the Amimio, Amiibo, which is the Wii U's NFC figures to do with Smash Brothers. It's going to be available for the Pokemon games, but I don't know whether it's going to be a spin-off or whether it's going to be part of the 3DS. We don't know. It's just going to be one of those things where it's possible that in an upcoming game of some sort, NFC figures may be prominent, but whether it actually comes to life or they've just done it just to cover their backs to stop someone else doing it, I don't know. But yeah,
I mean, based upon the diagram, it doesn't seem like it's a 3DS thing. Although I guess it would make sense if it was. But does the 3DS even have NFC, or maybe the new one does? I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. I think the old one doesn't. But I'm wondering if the new one will have, and that'd be why.
Yes. It's a cool idea, but I think I mean, can you imagine if you're forced into like buying these sort of, 20 quid figures or whatever to unlock stuff in the game?
That would royally piss me off because it's Pokemon and I'll have to bloody buy it.
Nah, no, there'll be some kind of app for your phone to like spoof the NFC or something.
Ooh.
Always thinking, always thinking.
Always thinking. Up there for thinking, down there for dancing. Right, next article. uh, Square Enix announces Dragon Quest Heroes for PS3 and PS4. Dragon Quest is a game that is I think the first one was uh, released back on the Saturn, maybe Dragon Quest. Have I
I
got
must
that
admit,
wrong?
I have absolutely no idea. I think I played Dragon Quest Monsters Slime or something on the DS ages ago, but I know literally nothing about this. I'm not going to claim to be any kind of expert, but yeah.
It, it's a really good little RPG. Well, it was an RPG, but I'm not sure if this new one's going to be. There's no other details that I can see on it, other than the fact that it's coming to the PS3 and the PS4, which is good because it'll help launch the Sony console in Japan. Whether we'll get it outside of Japan and stuff, it's not known yet, but hopefully we will do.
Did you also see the picture of the like special edition PS4 with like the melted sort of slime dude on it? It looks really sweet.
Oh, yes, I did kind of see that. It was pretty awesome.
I like it.
There's a lot of really cool um, exclusive consoles coming out, which I like and don't like at the same time. Just like I can't afford all these exclusivities. I can't afford the console, let alone the exclusivities. But I do like the white PS4.
Oh yeah, that looks nice.
That looks really nice. But
And doesn't
they
it
need
come
to,
with Destiny? It's a perfect
yes.
time, Carl. Perfect time.
The only problem with that is I'd have to buy a PS4, and I don't want to buy a PS4 for Destiny
What for?
because that's what I'd be buying it for, Destiny. I'd rather buy an Xbox One and get Destiny and then uh, Titanfall and a couple of other games I want to play where the PS4 so far from what I've seen has just got Destiny. It had Oddworld for a while, but they've already confirmed that's coming to Xbox, so it's just like, oh, okay. So there's no games on there that I've seen which really make me want to go, I want this console now, give it me. But then again, there's no really big games on the one that make me want that.
Yeah, I mean,
Seriously,
somebody, uh, Dave, do you remember Dave? He made a good point that basically the Xbox One had some good games, but they were all available on PC, which is a fair point. I think it's, to be honest, in this sort of next gen slash current gen war, I think the best thing to do really is just to go where your friends are and just enjoy the playing online because
yeah.
I mean, the PS4 obviously is a lot more powerful. There's no denying that, but I mean, I've had a lot of fun on my one just because I've been able to play with friends.
Yeah.
Really.
And I've always thought as well, like the PS3 was technically the most powerful console last generation, but because developers were developing for the Xbox One, they're not going to then spend more time to make it pretty just for one platform. They might make it as pretty as they can for the lowest denominator, and then have it the same as both platforms if they're going to do multi-platform. So it's only exclusive titles like The Last of Us and stuff like that, which actually, I'd like to play The Last of Us, but
Yeah, that
then
was awesome.
I might as well just get a PS3 and just play the original and save some money to play one game. But
Yeah,
so,
it's tough, isn't it? Tough,
hmm,
tough to
I'm
make
just
that
going to
choice.
get. I've
Sadly,
already.
I've established that money does not grow on trees, and it's.
I know. What bullshit's that? Where's the money
What the
not
hell is
growing
this?
on trees?
What is this? Is this some kind of sick joke?
Yeah, I was always promised plant a dollar, wire a dollar, pound a £5 note, and you get a £5 note tree. Didn't work.
Damn it!
Disappointed.
You remember where you planted the £5 note, just out of interest?
Yeah, if you go no, my secret, my secret.
You've got a treasure map.
Yes, for big X.
Um, so if we quickly just, while we're on the subject of Xbox One and sales, it looks like it's been doing pretty badly in Japan. Which
Yeah,
is
it looks like it's been doing bad, 23,000 in Japan, but then sales are doubling month to month at the moment. So it's just like it started badly and doing better. Is that I suppose that's only a good thing.
Yeah, I mean it's well, I'm not sure. I don't know how old the article is, but it mentioned that it was doing badly in Japan. But then on the flip side, we found another article that said that it was doing really well in the US. So I don't know if this is to do with the recent sort of free game promotions that I guess we may touch upon, or maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just because there's been some good sort of exclusives and stuff. So I don't know. It's doing all right.
It's finally picking up steam. Maybe just either way, it's some markets not you can do better than in other markets. It's how Thief's going to go is. Well, on to the next one. That article changed just today, because the original article was about Mojang and about Microsoft possibly buying them. Well, today it's been confirmed that yes, Microsoft has purchased Mojang, the creators of Minecraft, for $2.5 billion.
$2.5 billion.
I was going to say, if they want to send the 0.5 to the Geek Crew,
we'd appreciate that. I mean,
just 0.5. We're not greedy.
$1 billion. I mean, come on, share the wealth, guys.
I know, yeah. But congratulations to Mojang for buying out and going to a big company. They've already confirmed that yes, everything's going to be kept the same for the time being. They're not going to stop development of other platforms. So the PlayStation ones and the Vita ones and the Pocket Editions are still going to exist, and it's still going to be worked on. But what it holds for the future, maybe it means the Xbox One gets faster updates to it. So maybe the console versions be updated quicker to match the PC version. I don't know.
It's a bit tough to say at this stage. I mean, personally, I don't think it's a bad thing. Could be a good thing if there's a lot more money behind it. I don't know. A bit difficult to say what the future will hold, but it doesn't bother me at this stage.
No, at the moment it looks everything's going to be swimmingly well, and some of the original creators of Minecraft, who are actually no longer going to be like Notch and someone else as well, actually aren't going to continue to Microsoft. They've actually left the company once they've been purchased out. So good luck with them with all future endeavours. But it looks like it's going to still be kept along and kept going. So hopefully it can only get better.
Indeed, yeah. And if you do get a chance, make sure you check out Notch's personal blog, because he's put a story up on there about why he's decided to go ahead with this, and basically about his personal thoughts on the whole matter, and it's quite an interesting read.
Definitely worth a shout out. The next article we've got is again from Pushstart about Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. The collector's edition has been announced only for North America at the moment, and it looks
the UK, please.
Very much, please. It looks beautiful, and I want it. And if they're only selling it for $60, that means with the conversion rate, we'll get it for 60 quid. Yeah.
It always happens. We'll probably pay more. It'd be like, oh yes, in the UK it's $74.99.
Probably, yeah. Watch it. Yeah, they'll just change the dollar sign to a pound and then go, oh, and then we'll add VAT on. It's like, oh, thanks.
Acrodon is going to get this. It's got like a statue. I'd imagine he'd get it anyway. It's got like a statue of one of the monsters, lanyard, big box, and everything. Looks really cool. I can see that appearing on his sort of mantelpiece in his living room before too long.
Definitely, and if I have the money for it, I think I might have to get it, because Monster Hunter 3 is such a good game. So fun.
I get the feeling that it'd be so sweet to play it on the new 3DS as well, with the dual stick being built in, because otherwise I have to play it with the Franken DS, with the sort of add-on bit that they've just bolted on, But yeah, you have to play it with the two sticks, don't you, man? It's a great game.
I've been surviving on my 2DS with it, but yes, I am buying a new 3DS just for one of the main reasons of being able to play Monster Hunter 4 properly with it, because it is weird on the 2DS, but it's still good. It's still good. It's still very...
It's a great game, isn't it? And I'll say this though, it's got a quite steep sort of learning curve to get into it. But if you've got someone who's obsessed with it, like Acrodon, who can teach you the ropes, it becomes instantly addictive.
Yeah. someone just to sort of get you started off to go like, this is what you got to do. Oh, okay, that's what I'm doing wrong, and then you just fly straight through it, and it's just so much fun.
What a game! What a game! Had a
Fun, but
lot of
with a
fun on
challenge.
Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and you know, if you're interested in the series, make sure you check that out. It's on the 3DS and the Wii U, and it's definitely worth picking up, even at this point when we know that Monster Hunter 4 is around the corner.
Definitely, I'm still playing it. I'll probably be going back to playing that this evening after this. Actually, I think I've got to edit some stuff first. Can't remember. I can't remember. I have too much stuff to do. Too much stuff, not enough time. But on to the next article. Back from Geek.com. It's just to let know that considering Rise of Tomb Raider was going to be an Xbox One exclusive, then a timed exclusive, but now you can pre-order it for the PS4.
Yeah, I kind of saw this come in. I mean, I didn't, you know, I mean, the timed exclusive was an obvious thing anyway, because I never thought they'd full on like steal it altogether.
No, but it's just you can't pre-order it on the Xbox yet, can you?
I don't even know. I haven't actually looked. I must admit, I didn't play the last Tomb Raider game, which I've heard is absolutely excellent. So I'll have to pick that up. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. I don't think even Microsoft knows what's going on with it at this point. No. So
No,
yeah, it'll happen. When it happens, it happens, and I'm sure it'll be a great game. So
yeah.
whatever, man, whatever.
And then
to just cover maybe one more thing. So we've hit our half an hour.
Oh, I suppose so. We'll just go with the upcoming distribution article. Just a quick heads up, basically, that in the UK, Game are going to be having a couple of Pokemon distributions. From October the 15th to October the 5th, you'll be able to go into a game store in the UK, as long as you bring your 3DS or 2DS with Pokemon X or Y, and you'll be able to get some Pokemon cards from the TCG for Gengar Spirit Link 2 packs, which was with some X and Y packs and things like that. But you'll also be able to get a shiny Gengar, which is, as people know, is going to be a Mega Evolution in X and Y, and the shiny form just looks kick-ass in the white. And then from the 6th of November to the 28th of November, in the UK, we'll finally be able to legitimately get Diancie with the... I think it's going to come with the Mega Stone for it. But I'm not 100% sure on that. But we can finally get Diancie legitimately, all in time for the release of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire on November the 28th. So it's just a bit of a heads up that from the 15th of October to the 5th of November is Mega Gengar, and from the 6th of November to the 28th of November is Diancie. Which also puts into doubt whether we're going to get the new film anytime soon, whether it's going to be a straight to DVD release, which probably is like Japan that gets it in cinematic release. But it's just heads up that they are coming.
And hopefully we can mention those in next month's podcast, just to remind everybody, because I guess 15th will be...
It'll be...
time we all meet?
Yes, it will be. It'll be 15th of October, hopefully, which is a Wednesday. Exactly a week after my birthday. You lucky people.
So when... Carl, are you getting on a bit now, are you?
Where's Houston and Aquadon when we need them? I need to feel young again.
We're Team Young, but I'm still Team Youngest.
Well, I'm Team Good-Lookingest.
All right, I'll give you that one.
That's a horrible good-looking-est. Yeah, I wish. Anyway, I think we should call that an end to this podcast. So thank you very much for everyone for watching. If you've liked this podcast, sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button if you're watching it on YouTube. You can also check out our website, www.geekinguponarch.co.uk, for all the latest news information from myself and the rest of the Geeking Up crew guys, which shows myself, Rebel Podge, Aquadon, and Predators Bro. But as I said, that's going to be all it for this week, so say goodbye, Podge.
Goodbye, Podge.
And I'll see you later. See you later, guys.
See you guys.